Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple AS2 client process so you can send AS2 requests to a AS2 server. I'll be using this community knowledge article. It's called AS2 Basics for Boomi. And the part that I'll be focusing on today is this one, sending data using the AS2 client. As you can see, it's a very simple process. We start with the no data. We have a message shape that will contain some arbitrary value, and then we have the AS2 client connector. And here is where we're going to be focusing most of our attention on. So let's go ahead and get started. I will go ahead and create a new process. I will call this AS2 Client Process Video. So let's configure this. This would be no data. We'll have a test message. It is 5:05:09:23. Okay, so now we're going to be setting up our AS2 client connector. First thing I need to do is go ahead and create our connection. AS2 client connection video. Now, I've previously set up a AS2 shared server process, so I'm going to be using this URL from previously set up environment. So I'll just go to my shared web server where the server process is hosted on. I'll grab my base URL, and then I will append AS2. Once you deploy a AS2 server process on an environment in Boomi, the AS2 endpoint is automatically created. I'm not using any SSL or client SSL certificates, so I'm going to go ahead and leave those blank. So now I can save and close this, and now I will be creating my operation. So the AS2 from ID is our ID, so it would be our sender ID, and this would be our receiver ID. Now the signing certificate, we will be using a private certificate. So that would be this one right here, private. And that looks like that is all we need. Let me go ahead and name this. Okay, logic. I'm going to go ahead and deploy this to my production environment. Okay, now what I will do is I will go ahead and kick off this process. And this is the one I just created, AS2 Client Process Video. Okay, we see it pending. And we can see that we have our listener process that was created in my previous video was kicked off. And let's just give this another refresh. You can see we both have green executions. So our client process, and I'm going to give it another about 10 seconds, but we should see our document. So we see sender ID, receiver ID. Let's go ahead and view the document. Yep, you could see this was the value I put in our process here. So we could see that this was successful, and that's all. That's a simple AS2 client process video. Um, Thank you very much. Have a great day. Goodbye.